And welcome back. Okay, as some of you may know, I am a fan of figuring out redstone stuff. And a lot of times, my circuits can be a whole lot more complicated than they need to be. But I always like to work in some sort of interesting mechanics and just unique ways to solve the problems of building the circuits. So, this one, I wanted to see, uh, as you know, when you turn these guys here, they provide more and more power that can be read by a comparator, and that sends a signal farther and farther down a line, and you can use that to do things. So in this case, you can see the more power I give with the redstone torch here, the more these light up, because the signal goes further and further down. So I challenged myself. I wanted to see if I could figure out some sort of way to make the previous lights turn off when the next light turned on. And that's what I've done over here. That's what this monstrosity is. So as you can see, there's two separate circuits at work here. Let's have a look at each of them. This first circuit, as you can see, the power, same as before. You select the switch here, sends out a signal strength down the line. Repeaters pick it up, push up a piston. As long as these torches are on, that power is passed through the block that the piston raised, and that lights the light. Nice and simple. But how do you then, when I raise the next one, turn off the first one? So that is what this side does. You'll notice here, when this is on a power of 2, I get a power, and let me just show you here. I get a power, if you look on the right-hand side, it says power 2. By the time it gets down here, we got a power of 1. And then I run it through a comparator, and we got power 1 coming out this side. Not quite enough to make it up here. But if I put it to 3, so we have power of 3, power of 2. This just moves it along, so it's still 2 here. It's now enough to reach the repeater, and you can see the second one doesn't quite reach. So what happens is when the signal reaches this repeater, it turns off this lamp, which turns, I suddenly can't fly, turns on this lamp, sends the signal along here, turns out, I'm calling them lamps, they're torches, turns that torch off, and that removes the power from the first one. So you can see that that light is lit, and the first one is now effectively turned off. As I move it along, you can see the second one comes on, turns on the second torch, which turns off the second light as well, and at the same time, the third light's able to come on because the power is coming down to it. But it's not enough strength to make it down the second line to turn off the light. And that just cycles all the way through. So now I can select, let's say we select 4, or 3. You can see the third light comes on and the other 2 go off. Here, I'll select 4 for real this time. The fourth one's on, other ones are off. So it makes a unique way to turn the lights on and off. Again, I know it's a great big complex thing, and it probably doesn't have to be. I haven't actually gotten around to compacting this and making it more interesting, but I always like to showcase the designs in their prototype stage, and that's exactly what this is. This is the prototype stage. So if you guys out there would like to mess around with it and make it way more compact than it currently is, by all means do so. If you'd like to utilize these circuitry mechanics to build other things, by all means do that as well. But that's it. Just a little showcase, just a quick little idea that I had and a little challenge for myself. I would love to see you guys try and fix it up and make it better. I love redstone stuff, and I know there's a lot of good redstoners out there. So, until next time, remember, if you like the videos, to like them, and if you really like them, to subscribe. Short of that, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Did it record?
Mine did. I have faith.
I don't.